Hello and welcome to another one podcast.
We have a Patreon. It's one of the best Patreons in the game.
By best, it's more of us.
Hundreds of hours of content. There's specials on there.
Three
specials. 2 live shows. It's one of the best Patreons around. You won't regret it. Sign up. £3 a month. That's all it fucking is.
I can't promise you it's one of the best or the most valuable, but if you enjoy us,
I think it is.
It's the only way to guarantee this carries on.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
Genuinely.
It's up to you. Would you like this podcast to carry on? If the answer to that question is yes, then why not part with 75p a week by signing up to our Patreon?
Patreon.com/another one podcast. Sign up to it. You don't even have to enjoy the content that's on there.
You don't even have to watch it.
No.
Just
sign up.
75p a week.
Yeah.
So that you get your public episode every week guaranteed. Because if it drops below a certain level, it will stop.
75p a week.
The minute this costs us money again, it's gone.
Yeah. And it's
barely even.
So, please.
For the love of God.
Yeah, please now. It's beyond a joke now. There's only one podcast that needs the money, and that's ours. We're absolutely brassic, and we've got the most outgoings, like dependents.
Another one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 151 of Another One podcast with me, Simon Wozniak. Joining me as co-host, cohort, brother from another brother from that brother in arms, comedy comrade Rob Thomas.
Hello, people.
And joining us today, we've got a 2-guester today. We've gone back up to 2 guests, like going back to the old days. On my left,
well, when we're dragging the guests,
yeah. on my left, that laugh there is Vulture Authority. Fionn
Viteza.
Viteza.
It's pronounceable.
Fionn Viteza.
Yeah, there you go.
With his new hair that he's hidden. There it is. Look at that. You go ask for the
If you want
Wozniak.
the world exclusive, that's where you got. That's where you tell them to sign.
Patreon.
Yeah. There you go.
Patreon.com/another one podcast.
And then joining Fionn is probably most capped future host.
It's a bit more
Host in weight, James Allen .27.
Heir apparent.
Yeah.
It feels a bit more lucrative now. You do it further away from where I live.
Right, yeah.
Call now I'm like, oh
Yeah.
Whereas back then it was like,
Same financial incentive though.
Yeah, but you've only done
I don't think we can go to cinema tonight, love.
Yeah, but
Come again.
yeah.
Lovely to be here.
Are you still going to cinema?
It's my favourite thing. It genuinely is my favourite thing to, even on my own. I just love going on my own, and I will pay the price.
I quite like going on my own.
I just think it's fucking great to just shut off.
He's so depressed. I fucking love it.
Withdraw from my mortal coil for a while.
Yeah.
And watch Marvel.
Well, no, I watch anything, mate.
Have you had therapy?
I went once in I went before COVID.
Right.
To a man who was in.
And he's married, by the way, now. First appearance as a married man. The band's on.
That's a big band as well.
Yeah.
Well done. Took the plunge.
Why'd you go for such a big
Left
band?
your job.
Well, the one that came was like a washer. That was probably that was January. 6 months.
You'd probably be better off with a washer, to be honest. Save.
And then I ordered a new one and got it sorted. Therapy. I went once in 2019, and I think
Couldn't afford it.
this is what's put me off is that he insisted that I tapped myself. He said your body is
Massage.
full of
The therapist insisted on self-harm.
your body is full of pressure points. Yeah. Anyway, you need to do that. So it's like your temple, shoulder, like a kind of
What?
Macarena for the Snapchat generation.
In front of him or on your own?
Snapchat Macarena got
He made me do it in front of him, and then like shout things like I will be fine. And then I did it at a gig the following day. Didn't work. Got nervous.
Too real.
Yeah, but just doing that, getting heckled doing that.
Yeah.
Told me it would work. So yeah, I haven't. I think I'd just love to. I don't know if it's like therapy. Oh, I think another open spot talking about therapy. Christ. But
Netflix.
Not just another one. A 10-year one,
no, it's not been 10 years. I'm gonna kill myself. I am gonna kill myself.
A decade on the spot.
I'm getting some.
Just take yourself out on stage.
Oh,
on the
mate,
fucking-
that
The
would
dream. The dream.
That would be. Oh, I feel so relaxed. I feel so relaxed after you saying that.
About the suicide on the
Oh,
stage.
no,
You know
I'd
what the
do it.
headline would be? Comedian. No, it won't be named. Comedian.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now? There we go. And it'll be-
Or worse, podcast host.
Yes.
That'd be worse.
Yeah.
So podcast
And it-
host and tap.
And they'll interview, or you just look so happy on social media, and it's always important to ask how they're doing.
Twice.
Check on
People
them.
you've not heard of
That's
in
twice.
years.
Are you all right?
I'd,
Covered in blood.
if you're gonna kill yourself, hang yourself. Find the right club to hang yourself. No,
You
find the
look
right
dressed for it, like you look dressed for a suicide.
Find the right
It's a
club.
good kill yourself outfit.
Yeah,
That
it is. It really is.
Just so everyone thinks you're doing a bit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you come
yeah.
on stage, you're doing a bit,
Don't
you're
kill
all used to
yourself.
laughing, and you just fucking do it,
It'd be
and
like-
you see how long they watch you
And
for.
you just get one guy who's really committed to this.
Exactly, yeah.
It'd be like the baby, a bit in Baby Reindeer, but worse. Like I'd go on that
Yeah.
rant.
Yeah.
Just
go.
a few rapes away from a Netflix special. That's how I was looking at it.
And then just
Which way?
Well,
no.
The Netflix documentary special or
I would
your
like-
own hour?
I would like to just pay to have a chat with someone for an hour. I
Yeah.
don't want to be like, oh, and this is what
Unofficial.
Because your mum wouldn't let you have cornflakes in 2004. It means that you
Just
you
take
know,
me for a beer and I'll listen for an hour.
Yeah,
yeah, just sniff beak and then anyone will listen for an hour.
I don't know.
Why? What do you think?
Have you got an hour for me?
I'd go for a beer for an hour and just listen.
I don't think it'd be wise.
Timed. You time it.
I think
time it
Imagine.
like a therapist,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid that
Yeah.
I've just done another round, Rob.
I'd be afraid of what I.
Oh, you a fucking double.
The only thing I'd be afraid of is what I'd advise you to do. I'd go. Oh.
I do it for an hour, and you'd go. One of them, innit?
I'd say one of them, but I could also say it might not get any better, but you need to just become okay with not being okay.
I
Just,
think
just
I
settle
think,
in the wallow and just wallow.
I think as well. I've been surrounded by people who've told me that like, or not necessarily a fault to them, but like people who either can't be bothered, which is fair enough because we've all got our own lives,
Yeah.
or we've just gone, it'll be fine, and that's it. That's their way of going. I'm done with that now.
Toxically
That's
positive.
it's a very like.
It's toxically positive. It's a real
it's
thing.
Like, it's like a.
You got to-
what's the generation like mums? Our mums' generation.
I'll keep calm and carry on. That's what
Right,
the
no,
shite.
sorry.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Like what
They
generation?
boomers, the boomers, the ones before, aren't
Yeah,
they?
Generation X sort of. It's sort of like let's not talk.
Yeah,
I-
Gen X, yeah.
I genuinely debated coming on here today, like the car journey over, and just thinking, I'm not going to say anything for an hour and a half.
Why?
Don't,
I was
because
just going to sit here and just let you guys
Why?
you know, just
exactly. Well, that's the freedom.
drift
Yeah,
off.
it's nice.
Be loose, be water on this podcast.
Yeah.
Sit there and
Mate,
go
I've
into
been-
yourself.
I've been glue for you guys.
Go into yourself. Don't go into yourself if you want. Sit if you want.
No, but that's not
5,
helping, is
10.
it?
No, it's not.
It is.
You know.
If he doesn't,
That
if he
helps
hasn't
you.
got the energy,
Some people need to talk, some people don't.
but he hasn't
we're
got the
not
energy.
talkers,
He doesn't
we
have the
can't-
energy.
No, because we'll wallow on a problem. Maybe your problem is you come on the wrong. We don't talk about things, and then that helps us. Because if I speak out loud on something, I then become too focused on it.
Right.
So I leave my trauma alone.
But
Because if I talk about my trauma, it becomes too sort of
real.
not even just real. It becomes I can't let
It's
it
like
go.
a water, James.
I can't let
Oh,
it go.
yeah, I'm bad.
It needs to be solved. It needs to be faced on. Whereas if I just ignore it, then it's fine.
But I think like what I hate though about like the mental health shit.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you,
the
mate.
mental
Thank you
health
very much.
industry, and it is an industry.
There's 2 painkillers
Yeah.
here. That's enough to kill you, but you can have a go if you want.
As like it's all this sort of like faux fucking.
I feel
you just
cozy
talk-
right now. Don't know why.
Just talk to your mates, kind of bullshit. No, I tell you what'll sort my mental health out. Lend me
10
about
grand.
3 or 4 grand. Yeah.
When you start this conversation, that wouldn't
It
change
is, isn't
anything.
it? It is. It's 10 grand
10
would.
grand.
It would not too much, but just enough to go.
You'd both,
Go. Oh,
you'd both
yeah.
blow it.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be good
But
for a
it-
bit.
Do you know how much fun I had?
What you mean
6
is,
months
what
of doing
you
fuck all.
It wouldn't be 6 months. It'd be 2 months tops.
No,
Look,
I managed to like.
What you mean is, give me a relief for a month. That's what you're basically saying.
No, well, I'm just saying, can I afford the shopping this month? I'd like to be able to.
No, 10 grand. 10 grand. That's what you meant, love.
Yeah,
Look, you left your job and you're on the way. And what dawned on you was your future poverty.
I think it made
And that hurt.
All right, mate. I think what I mean.
No, but it did,
What do
didn't
you-
it?
No, it's
Like,
not.
more
No,
kids,
it's not
more
that.
You got a physical, actual, and artistic.
You
bond.
like
It's
Jeremy
not just
Kyle
that.
here. And
No,
that
I
made
know
you
he-
feel awful, didn't it?
No, I know where you're going for.
It did, Jeremy.
I've had 3 months.
I'm not overweight, tag a neighbour.
No, I'm broadly.
I've had 3 months. I'm not even going.
Go on.
You have to have months carry on. And they think 3 grand's going to solve it.
Did he shagged the neighbour, and then my mental health went down the pan.
10 grand.
Give me 10 grand, Jeremy, you cunt. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Right.
Don't give them
Shagged the
anything.
neighbour. I'm not asked. Dad shagged me. I will get.
We
I
don't
will
need a
get
test. I've got proof.
incestually raped for 10 grand.
The way you said incestually was like it was generationally.
Yeah.
Like there's generational rape in our family, and we've all had it. It comes
Your
down.
granddad before me.
He was incestually raped. And I'll be
It's about-
incestually raped.
Yeah, I will not be this. I will not bear the son.
I will not break this chain. Goes back centuries.
It's how the Viteza survived.
Oh well, that's this.
So, no, go on. So,
That's thoroughly demonetized.
no, because obviously the energy...
We've covered rape.
The
energy.
The suicide.
I think it made
Rape and
me
suicide.
realize, like, oh fuck, like you. I don't know, like. I hate it when people. I was never cut out for the 9 to 5 lifestyle, and I'm not, because I'm like, you know, I wear a.
You feel like you
I wear a
painfully
Mr.
are
jumper
cut
and
out
my
for
dad's
it.
a lord. I do it because I've got to be like doing something creative.
Yeah.
I can't be like.
Yeah, I think it's a different. Like I think like with it's a different language as well. For like some people are just when you say like did you just like co-workers. What do you do? What do you fucking do?
I know, but I said this
Yeah,
on our
but there's something
podcast
nice
the other
about being
day.
like that, though.
Yeah, I think I would prefer to be like that.
I had a little dream yesterday. I almost applied to be a driving instructor.
Oh yeah.
I literally did. Like looking for a job, like
I think you'd be good at that.
because of 3 months. I've had 3 months now of being a house husband, full-time comic. I've had 3 months of that. I was literally sat at the table looking at remote jobs.
What industry is it where if you just skin, you're full time?
Looking at remote jobs.
The only
Thinking,
full-time ones are fucking...
So I'm at a gig and she's
1 gig away from just having that CV freshly printed out.
and literally the only thing that stopped me applying for it was I don't have a CV.
You could crowd work and go, and what do you do? And are there any vacancies going? There you go.
That's the new circuit, just
Yeah.
touting for work.
Yeah.
It's a job fair.
Honestly.
need any rooms cleaning?
I've now got an account with the government jobs search. And the only thing that stopped me applying to be a driving instructor was that I needed a CV.
Can't you just knot one together and just lie?
That's too much. That was it. I was like, I'll be alright. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Got an applause break at the stand in 2017.
I'm fine for another week. I'll come back to that when I have got no money in the bank.
So I keep getting sidetracked because
They're
obviously...
good bits.
I'm just trying to
It's all good
I'm,
stuff.
No, but, no, but
I'm trying to steal you. You know what I do? I take over. I try to steal James as well. I'm sorry for stealing your woe, James.
You've not stealing. Whoa, guys. You've not stolen anything.
Nobody's stealing any woe here, guys.
no, but I like James's energy because it's very
Now, if
low and I
if
like
could
it.
translate that to stage.
You can.
Exactly,
though, yeah,
yeah.
you can.
Because everyone expects you to be like,
Just
"Oh."
no. You put that on yourself.
You
Yeah.
expect yourself.
Well, that's
to do
what
that.
people enjoy in it. Apparently. Not the people of Abergele in 2018. So he didn't enjoy that. Les Battersby. He was there, hated me.
Was he?
Was he really?
He was.
On the sauce.
Yeah, well, I'm taking over. I'd rate my takeaway. Hate me on Saturdays. That was good as well.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
But yeah, it did make me think like, oh, you've got to do something there.
In what way? Like in the
Like-
corporate way or the
No,
creative
yeah,
way?
Yeah. It's like you can. I can
Commit to something.
Yeah, and just be like, you can do a normal job, but you can't let that.
Go, yeah, you would. Yeah, I think you'd have to just kill yourself.
Yeah, you can't let that overtake your life, and you can't let that
Or
be
you
the
can.
focal point. Or you can, yeah, but I'm at the minute.
It's either commit to one thing or the other.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly.
But I think the people who I've met who've like thoroughly committed to like being a boss at a shit call center job
Yeah.
are like I would kill myself within 10 seconds. of being there.
Who was it who said like you can have? Might have been Roe who was like, you can have three things, and you can either be like really good at comedy and have money. You can be really good at comedy and have a relationship, or you can be in a relationship and have money, but you can't have all three.
I think Rose said that, but it makes sense. Like, yeah,
I'll say
lost track of that.
case, but I think someone did say something like that, where like you can't have.
Sounds like something I'd say.
You can't have all three.
You can't have out.
Yeah, it sounds like something I'd say to justify not trying. Well, I've got friends and a relationship, and I can't have that and money, so that's fine.
But then they're all things that like are positive. Like I remember someone posted on Facebook years ago about like
it depends on the relationship, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh Christ, how long have we got? And not even estranged ones, Rob. Even I saw a tweet from someone years ago that was like, comics now need to like take a break, because I was gigging with one lad and he's missed his mum and dad's wedding anniversary, or like people will like miss it, but then they're just or like
but I think that one might have been me. It wasn't a tweet. It was my rant about a certain comic who we all know who once missed his best friend in all the world's going away party to never see him again for a £20 gig.
But then now if in Hollywood, that's the story that goes. That's the signal. That's like the catalyst.
The villain arc.
To then be like, I've sacrificed all of this, and look at where it's got me. I've sacrificed all of this, and then fucking look at that. Do you know what I mean? Like you can miss out on all those things. You can miss out on weddings, birthdays, fucking funerals.
Do you feel like you've sacrificed a lot?
Ellen DeGeneres and James Corden, who's a cunt in Hollywood. Yeah. There's someone who's a cunt in the call centre.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've missed out on a lot?
No. I always think that. I always think like, oh yeah.
What else would you have been doing?
Yeah, exactly. And it would be like, yeah, that party would have been great.
It wouldn't have.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
Have you ever enjoyed a party?
Yes.
Oh, weird.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Which party did you enjoy?
I enjoyed my best mate's 21st. I actually enjoyed my 21st. But other than that,
no.
And
you are a bit more of an enjoyer than a get.
So it feels like a peaked. 6
but that's another thing, isn't it? You know, you talk about peaks and troughs and primes. Is like
Jamie read that.
You've
got your peaks, you've got your troughs, you've got your
crests,
you've got your bottoms, you've got the scraping.
You've got everyone's but if you see so many things that's so off-putting. Like if you haven't done anything by 30, what's the point? Or
but that's from 21-year-olds who don't.
Or any advice in comedy is like, if you haven't done this by this, what the fuck are you even doing? If you're not doing this, then get out of here, mate. That's like
what advice is. But that's just like, what are the things that you need to have ticked off?
Just social media nonsense, though, and it's just people people like that are going saying shit just to. It's always like people.
What you need to have ticked off? What you need to have ticked off? Though I don't get like.
You've picked the scab here, mate.
No, but I just enjoy. I'm enjoying where you are.
Yeah.
And I think you're in a very funny place.
If I can mind any,
because it looks like you're low.
There's loads of jokes.
You look like you're low,
hilarious.
But I know that you'll find that funny.
Yeah.
There's a strength there for where you are now, and it's great.
I think
because this is a real pain now.
Accept it and don't be. Well, I don't know. I'd say
this is a real pain you're in, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I could just be like,
don't hide behind sarcasm and show the pain.
Yeah,
do it creatively as well.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, it's like, for example, like, not to toot our own horns, but like the other week when it was going mad, and like. Not to name drop, but like we would in the middle of work, and it was like Stuart from The Guardian or like The Telegraph. Like, have you got a quick half an hour? I was like, I haven't, because I've got to fucking work. I can't. I couldn't like nip off and be like.
You did one of them on your own, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Which one did you do?
No, Radio Tyne.
Oh yeah,
I was working. Yeah, well,
Rahul Times.
Oh no, it was Mike who did.
Rahul Collier. Yeah, and I was
sorry.
I was working from home. But yeah, it's like it's one of them where it's like, oh right,
on BBC Radio Time.
I was listening to the interview.
You're so real right now.
I was working.
No, yeah, Charlton Zogby was good.
Do you think you can go any lower?
I have gone lower.
Right now, the way you are mentally.
Mental healthy.
mentally, do you think you can...
Going low was when I lived at my mum and dad's, and I went to my own, and there was no pubs open because they lived by a retail park, and I had to go for a beer at a bowling alley. And then I went to the cinema, and I was the only one in the screen.
Nice.
That's good.
It is good, but then I thought, is this a metaphor for...
What was the film, though?
It was All My Friends Hate Me, which is a great film.
Yeah, that's a bit.
That's on you. That is on you.
If you're writing the script, you go, it's a bit on the nose, this.
And it is about someone who is worried about people hating him for no reason. So it was like, it was the perfect MO.
Yeah, but you panic about everything.
Yeah. I panicked about coming here.
Because of the energy.
You've been here 14 times.
Genuinely
I'm
panicked.
panicked about going for that 15th time.
I panic a bit when I come here as well.
No, not in like, no, but why do you panic?
Because of just the energy.
No, it wasn't that. It was just about...
I panic about coming here because of his energy.
It was,
we all panic.
I'm
panicking right now.
Is Wazzy going to get me depressed again?
I didn't want you to think I wasn't here, so I arrived at 6:20.
Oh.
And then I went to get some food, come back, watched a couple of YouTube essays and messaged him.
What do you watch on YouTube?
It's basketball, sports.
Does that make you feel good?
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, but a lot of but that nostalgia is a warm... nostalgia's a warm blanket, but it's also a sharp dagger, you know.
It's also RMO. Culturous.
If you swim in the pool too long, you could drown. You know, you've got to be careful. But yeah,
You're not on any meds, are you?
No. Probably should be.
No, you should. No,
No.
I don't think they should be.
It's the
That'll kill you creatively.
yeah.
If you're already struggling now, you go on meds, you're finished.
Oh, all right, mate. Well, I think it's just more of like a.
It'll slow you down.
It's more of after sort of 5 or 6 year coast. Now it's like
You got to work.
I realise what my priority. Like I realise what I want to prioritise now. And I think that's a really good thing. It's just about having the energy to keep that going rather than.
But when Bobby says that about someone, I get called a cunt.
What have you said?
Nah, we all know. Go on, carry on. Sorry,
I know what you mean.
taking over
I know
here.
exactly what you mean. Yeah,
No,
but
I don't.
like, and loads of people are supportive. Like it's like
You just need, you panic about everything.
yeah,
That's right. Just stop doing that. I would say. Yeah.
but yeah. 20 minutes in, we've put the world to rights. See you later. Follow us.
Right, bye. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you wanted me to go a bit.
No, I love it. I'm loving it.
Because I can go.
No, because I think that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think like just like like when
Let's talk about the summer of 2014.
like when you come in and you had your overcoat on, your overcoat on and your backpack and the hair and everything and
really ridiculous.
and you lost the job and then you had the trouble at the job and then you're back in the job with the and it just felt so real and I just loved it.
I was in a warehouse, and on the first day, got taught how to use a drill.
You shouldn't be in a warehouse.
I look like when an MP goes round the warehouse.
Yeah.
I genuinely look like that.
Yeah.
Doing a great job, guys.
Yeah.
Ill-fitting high hat.
Yeah.
Very clear photo shoot.
So gentlemen, where are the utensils?
What were you doing?
Drill there for us.
What were you doing in a warehouse?
It really is great British work.
Assembling like industrial furniture, like shelving and stuff.
Oh wow, that feels like a bloke's job.
James, how did you get that job?
And,
how did they go yours?
Agency work, mate.
And
did you shout to agencies? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's low.
So fucking.
I feel like you've got more get up and go than I would have, though.
But we were like, it was.
I'd never signed up to an agency.
It was like a month before I was getting married. And I was like, I need
to have a job for my wedding day.
You can't have the month before your wedding and look back and go, I was unemployed on the happiest day of my life.
I genuinely feel like I would see the wedding as like
he was unemployed then.
I'll sort out after that.
I mean, in many ways, being a husband's a full-time job.
I genuinely, honestly, I would look at that and go, yeah, after that wedding, I'll get a job.
Yeah, but that was the plan.
After the wedding,
that was the plan with the stag. Like I went to on my stag and was like saying to you guys before, like the minute I got on the plane, already I was going. When I get back home, it's gonna be shit, isn't it?
Look, the Barclaysman thing, because I'm not on Twitter now, so I don't really understand how big it went. Is it life changed?
Every Premier League and Championship club,
And lower as well.
and started jumping onto it.
Yeah.
Like they were literally getting ripped off by everyone. Sky Sports ripped them
Yeah.
Sky Sports,
This
Sky.
week-
And then you have cunts going. I said, quoted fucking Sky Bet going, do you mind, like, maybe, crediting us for our idea?
Yeah.
And then you just get loads of fucking, well, you invented nostalgia, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well, they've got a Patreon now, so they're paying for themselves rather than it going to a charity. Fuck off.
Yeah.
What's wrong with trying to... That's the thing. What's wrong with trying to do good for yourself?
What someone said you can't.
Yeah, some cunt who's quite big on Twitter as well was like, oh well.
Do you don't want to call them out?
No.
Shit,
see they're doing it for themselves. We're asking for £1.
A
Fucking
literal
£1.
pound.
How many have
See
you
them
got?
doing it for themselves. Of course. Who else are you doing it for?
Go on. No. Nah, don't put a number on it.
It's double figures.
Is it?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So we
There's hatred there.
But then
There's hatred there.
You didn't really capitalise on it, did you?
What?
By releasing new episodes or anything.
Oh, no, we did.
Got loads. We got.
Yeah, we
You're just obviously not paying attention.
I just seen you talking to your phone and then
we
pestering me to record stuff in here.
No, we do our daily
Daily
sketches and stuff.
That we've both missed out. James missed today, and I was so happy with the ammunition I had, and then I couldn't be arsed the next day.
And then
let it go.
we've got the weekly podcast as well.
Yeah, we do.
And if you sign up to the Patreon, you get it 48 hours early in a minute.
There you go.
Any extra episodes?
Yes, we
We've
have.
just done
We've
with
got
Ellis Platten, big name,
Yeah.
big lad. Good
Extra
lad.
content for the Patreon as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You don't get on normal.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
So you are weekly now then?
Yeah. We still need to come in here once. So.
But
Going to stay here for 4 hours.
someone tweeted us and said, I love how they've both said nothing to that.
Yeah, I know.
Someone
It's
tweeted.
not, don't worry, you know my powers of pestering.
You might be low, James, but you're not low enough for me to let you have this, Gav.
Knock it, please,
Yeah,
lads.
yeah.
I've screwed that to the wall.
Oh, wow. Fair
So
play.
if you bring your own camera, you can have them couches and not move the lights.
Someone tweeted us and said, you're a cipher for the far right. And
yeah.
because of your obsession with nostalgia, it won't be surprising if you see a spike in reform voters over the coming years.
Yeah.
For
Fair
a video
play.
of fucking Matty Taylor.
Like we proper like that was when I knew we'd done it.
That is
like
so
when we'd
funny.
unlocked
Unbelievable.
proper insanity, like people talking about Salif Jow and people are accusing you of being a fascist.
Unfucking believable. You can't, and do you know,
If anything, most Barclays men are foreign.
Yeah, most Barclays men are black as well.
It was
black. They're all black and foreign.
it was a real eye opener in like how far, like it was a real sort of rough guide of an arc of how quickly things can go in from being really enjoyable to just dive bombed on instantly. It got to a point where like a couple of clubs got involved and it was like, this is really nice, and then
Brentford got involved and ruined it.
yeah, and it just kind of, and then, but then this past weekend there were people going around outside. Last weekend going out like Spurs' ground and
some like proper wanky like.
Can you name these
You guys, hey
Barclays?
guys, you want to go to Barclays, man? You remember, guys? Like proper fucking just TikTok.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been in our corner, really, haven't they? They've said we nearly went down to Portsmouth.
Oh yeah, but then
Portsmouth messaged us and said, "Do you want to meet Harry Redknapp?" And then
Why?
they told us we couldn't.
Did they?
Oh,
I don't remember.
they
that.
pulled it on you to do.
I just
No,
thought
they-
they didn't reply.
They did reply and they said we've only got like an hour with him, so that wouldn't give you much time, and he's doing the book signing.
Right.
So we nearly.
Nearly.
Paul Robinson's.
Paul Robinson's big
Yeah.
fan. Yeah,
Matt
I
Derbyshire.
saw it.
Matt
I was so good when Paul Robinson tweeted.
Yeah.
I scored from my own half, and I can't.
Joe
even-
didn't do it. Joe didn't do it,
Great.
and I tweeted them fucking Liverpool, and I thought it was above him. I was really annoyed. I was like, "Come on, guys."
To be fair though,
Fabio Aurelio mixed with I don't know the Kooks. Just
to be
do
fair,
that for
none
30
of the big
seconds.
clubs. United didn't. Liverpool didn't. Chelsea.
Everton
Did Chelsea
were
do
fucking great.
Yeah, because they
one? Everton were
said
class. Yeah.
none of the big
Did Chelsea do one?
No, we didn't.
So
No.
there was one sort of. Did
It was-
Spurs do one?
Might have been Chelsea actually. A
Yeah.
big top six club
Yeah,
did
one top six club did.
and then all the others. Were
Oh,
just like-
didn't was it Hasselbank?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe. I think Chelsea did with.
and then
Like that.
Liverpool. I tweeted Liverpool like, "Come on, guys, like just do
Proper
Aurelio
Jane
or
Dillon
like
stuff.
Ben Ayoun."
No, they're not doing. They're not
You
doing.
can't. No,
that.
can't do
Oh,
that.
sorry,
You can't do
no,
that.
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, that was not the time.
No, loads of people did on like Bolton's one when I was doing it. There's like loads of suggestions for Tal Ben Haim. If you think I'm saying Tal Ben Haim in the current climate, you are sorely mistaken.
But yeah, it It was a real interesting thing.
How annoying was it when Newcastle jumped on?
Do you know what it wasn't
That
as
was
annoying
it
as
with-
Fionn made it out to be?
no. I thought it was like the guy was actually dead.
You've got no clue what's going on here, have you?
Yeah, I got loads.
The guy. I think.
I know loads of Barclaysmen.
No, but you got no clue what happened.
Oh, what, on Twitter?
Yeah.
No.
The guy was actually. The
So
guy,
like every club tweeted their Barclaysman with their and who's with the indie thing?
oh no.
Oh, that was a guy at 1899 INE.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone put an indie track to Barclaysman,
He's been
and then every club released a Barclaysman with an indie track.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
His
then,
idea was the
Adam
indie
Johnson
track.
one was the funny one.
Oh yeah, when
What, sorry?
Oh yeah, we got
Adam Johnson.
Someone did an Adam
Oh,
Johnson
yeah,
one.
yeah.
This is the one thing we didn't
That once happened.
What was the song for Adam Johnson?
It was
Kids.
Kids MGMT
Yeah.
Kids.
Haha.
But
Poor
no, it was
Adam
like
Johnson.
the Newcastle guy was actually dead sound. It was just like, so you're getting to the point where it's getting ruined for everyone else now. So I'm getting shit off everyone else.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I'm just gonna ban you all and because I support Middlesbrough anyway. So
Yeah.
It makes me laugh.
right. Yeah.
So, loads of them were like, "You're dead rattled." You're
Does anyone do Zen then?
Zenden was in the groups. I think he was an early.
Rujavine.
Zenden.
Early exit. What?
How'd you say his first name?
Boulevard.
Oh, Bowen.
Boulevard.
But he had and then I made a
There
video.
was a fair few that I was upset by. Like
Yeah. I thought
Janino for
Herman Ariderson beat by
Lualo-
Cisse.
Loire Loire. Gutted about him.
Oh yeah, well yeah. But like, he had
What
to-
about
he had to-
Snobby Solana?
Yeah, Lualo
Lauren Robert?
Yep.
Lualo went because he played for Newcastle.
Ginola?
They
Was
did it to
Ginola in it?
themselves.
Ginola, he's more of a.
Nah, he's too old, isn't
was
he?
he Carling? When did Barclays end?
So,
Barclays start and
one
end?
I say, but people go, "Oh, that's actually Barclay card." Grow up.
Oh, right. So yeah, but
I'd
Barclays.
sort of say 01 to. I'd say to 14, 15.
Kev Nolan?
Yeah.
Up until you could make the latest you could stretch it is when Leicester won the league, which is
Yeah.
17.
Right.
And a lot of
Fucking
people
hell.
were like the Brentford and fans were like, "This is." I was like, "No, but you guys are." As I said this on the pod last night, you guys are in like the incubatory stage. Like, wait,
In
10 years,
yeah.
Mm.
people will be coming, giving you your flowers. Just
So is it still Barclays now then? Is
no,
Barclays Premier
no,
it's
it's no
unsponsored,
sponsor now.
yeah, yeah.
It's just Premier League.
Right, so it's
They've
not
got
Barclays.
rich
then.
enough not to have a sponsor now.
Yeah.
How many have you researched enough to see how many players there actually are that qualify?
Well, this is.
And have they
it's
got
not-
to be shite as well?
No, it's,
No,
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 it's
you-
a very
you don't
subjective
understand it.
definition.
You what?
It's a very
You
subjective
don't understand
definition.
it.
No, I do understand it. When the Premier
For
League
example,
was
yeah,
by
but-
Barclays,
but
and there was a
within that,
certain
you can't
period of
say-
time,
you can't
Yeah, but
say,
you
and
can't
it's all
say
the players
anyone
that I
who's
know.
shite.
you can't say Ronaldo because
No, you can't have
He's one of the
Ronaldo.
Oh yeah,
Barclays.
I had a shocking shout before.
Jimmy
somebody
Bullard?
somebody said Harry Maguire before. And then
Oh,
somebody-
No.
Jimmy Bullard. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Bullard,
Jimmy
classic
Bullard.
Barclays, man.
Idaho Johnson.
Yeah.
See, I know them all. I bought them all.
I had one of my shouts was Tory Andre Flo, but he'd been before.
He's
He'd
like
have been a
90s,
cardsman,
yeah.
Carlingsman. or-
Yeah, because I was gutted when he wasn't involved because he's
Viduka.
the
Yeah.
original
Viduka
Peter
is
Crouch.
classic,
Yeah.
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 But they had,
But-
but
Yeah, because loads of my Barclays were before Barclays.
yeah,
It is the generations coming into
Oh,
now.
Alan
you-
Smith.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you Worthington Cup?
Oh yeah, Wellington Cup, yeah.
Petit.
No, but he's before.
How long?
Not having Manu.
No, it's,
How long was he at Arsenal for?
He's remembered
Parlour?
as 98 World Cup, innit?
Yeah,
That's
it
why
doesn't
I-
yeah,
count. Doesn't count.
I think Parlour was there during the Invincible.
Parlour was at Borough, 7.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But the Newcastle thing is, I mean, in defence of Newcastle,
He called Gareth Southgate big nose and never played again.
Yeah.
Ray Parlour.
it did get blown out of proportion a bit. Like you said, that is another thing as well. Like we sort of went through the trials of social media in the space of
A week, 2
yeah,
weeks, yeah.
because it was like we really love this. It's gotten popular now. We hate you.
Yeah,
And then
it was,
like,
it was literally a
like
two-
any underdog.
It was like a 2 or 3 day span where like the same people who were like going, "This is mint." Literally, some people like the exact same people were like, would then 2 days later go, "These are cunts, these." And then we got to the.
I love the
bit-
way it's straight into
Henry
no,
Cameron.
No, I'm sick of this. Henry Cameron.
we got to.
No, I'm sick of this. Just these are cunts.
We got to the bit where
Like straight into these are cunts. No,
Yeah, yeah.
no. Oh, Barclays
us.
is boring me now. These are cunts.
Yeah.
we got to the bit
Horrible.
where it was like, you know, when there's like I think when once you hit like above maybe 10,000 followers,
Yeah.
then other people start to think there's not another person behind it.
Yeah.
So then they just
How
got,
many
like,
followers you got on from it?
Like 14. yeah.
We were on like I think
We're on 8 or something.
8.
Yeah,
and
you're
it
doing
got
quite
to
well,
14,000.
Oh,
by the time
wow.
we finished, Yeah.
Yeah. So now we've
plateaued.
And now we're in the nice, comfortable doll.
Has that had an impact on listeners?
Well, the thing is, this is what's mad is like
Murray from
and
Wolves,
it's not-
goalkeeper.
Oh.
Murray, the Wolves keeper.
Oh,
You're doing exactly what I've just done.
Matt
I've sat there thinking of football gone.
Who's the
we
Wolves
can't
centre
just
half?
say footballers
But
the
this is
whole
the
time.
thing.
Who's the Wolves centre half?
I've done this with this.
This is what the
lovely
podcast
thing
is.
about it is like I've done it with like.
That's how we
Get
became
that
That's
closer.
how we became mates, though, isn't it, James? That's how,
Yeah,
like, so,
exactly.
yeah.
Or
Drag that
Vinny
closer.
Testaverde,
Yeah.
you know, like
Drag
naming
that
random
closer,
NFL
please.
Random NFL players
Thank
or NBA. You can do it with any sport. But like that was the lovely thing. It was like, oh, this is just chat. But also, what people hadn't realised is before this is that me and Fionn had dedicated hour and a half long podcasts to our own niche interests in football.
Yeah.
And we were like, we've also got this as well. And a lot of people were like, say the line, Bart.
Yeah.
Just say Barclays, man.
Yeah. But
Steve
but
Malbronk, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nailed on. Sunderland, Fulham, and Spurs.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Malbronk.
Oh, Malbronk's nailed on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been lovely. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's been amazing.
We're just, I think
Lewis Bower-Morte.
This is horrible for us.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
horrible.
Quality.
We just want to kill him doing it. Like, even though I was watching a Twitter gig thinking, I can't
Oh,
join in because
Steed, yeah.
We actually
Oh,
had a
John Steve.
No, Steve Malbrank.
Steve,
Steve Malbrank.
yeah.
He's a clever
Stern
legend.
John.
Yes, yes.
Is he the
Stern John. Fuck, that's good.
Is he
Oh,
the
that's
black
good.
player?
See, that's it, right? That's
That's
what we want.
Yeah.
It's like you're at a party and someone says, and then you go,
Oh,
and then someone
Like you
goes,
said, you did it before in the group chat when you said about like it's just sort of playing. Never.
what's the
you've not
best
thought
one you've had?
in years? And you went, oh my mate's brother or something looked after Daryl Yan Matt's dog.
yeah,
or
there
something.
you go.
What's the best one you've had? It's giving you the most joy.
I mentioned Ryan Taylor, and Fionn went, "Fuck me, Ryan Taylor."
No, not for me.
No,
That.
not for me, because
just
I know his brother.
Born and bred in Birkenhead.
But yeah, there's
Great
been like
set piece.
it depends, like because once
Stern John. Who did he play for?
Birmingham.
Fulham.
What
Who's
a
the one that-
fucking belt of
Done
that?
my head in. I still can't think.
David Dunn.
Who's the one that come up from League One? Scored bags of goals in League One and got a move that was too big for him to Blackburn. Scored in like the first 10 games, then never went.
Fraser Campbell, DJ Campbell.
No, he was
Matt
blonde.
DJ Campbell.
No, he was
DJ Campbell.
Yeah.
blonde, and he was
I know you
tall,
mean.
white and blonde.
Oh no.
Like, he had one good run when like for Blackburn his first 10 games, and I was like, "Fuck, have we unearthed a GM?" It's like the Jamie Vardy of his time, and then
Michael Force.
just
Ah,
fell.
he's a
No, but
shout.
I love Michael Forster.
Morton Gamst.
Martin Gamst.
He's your 19 crimes, Morton Gamp. He's your jammy red room.
Right.
He's like your
Right.
Is
Budweiser.
there
He's your butt, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Is
he
there-
was
is
like,
is there a player like Forsell who I would say isn't
Quality?
really a Barclaysman, because I think that's more to do with Championship manager or football manager than it is to do with the actual
yeah, there's
game.
there's an element.
Because
of that.
like Forsell was great and
yeah.
like
Well, Forsell
management games.
scored 20. Because I've been doing like the research for when I've had to. Like, there's loads of people that sit, like on the daily fucking ones I'm doing. We've got name 5 players.
John Stead.
Some people,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
footballers
John Stead.
don't
Is that
have
the one I mean?
enough.
I think it might be.
Some footballers don't have enough
it is.
interesting
Oh,
things
sounds like
about them
charge.
to talk about for 15 seconds. Genuinely, some they go, oh, I can talk. He played for Wolves, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
What do you mean, like moments and stuff?
Yeah, like just like right, Collins John. Yes, fair enough. But what am I going to talk about?
It's the ones that are too good, even though they've got a good because I was thinking, looking at it, I think Ledley King's a great Barclaysman,
Yeah.
but he was too. He sort of
A big
even though
what
he
if
even
as
though
well.
he never really had success. He was sort of too successful at the
Yeah.
same time, because the idea of never
he's-
train and no knees and we'll
Does he
just
still have-
play every Saturday.
Does he
don't we?
still have the quickest goal in Premier League history? Or is someone beating it? 10 seconds it
sure.
was.
The 90s as well was like an era where once Premier League was founded and like you had like foreign signings for becoming more
Yeah.
prominent and everything was a bit, they didn't really know like how to work things out. You know, you still had like there were cheerleaders on the first night and there was like
Yeah.
heavy metal bands playing.
It was still fucking raw, wasn't it?
The noise is like it's finding its feet a bit, and like the best thing I found, an example of this would be like players who've retired after and then gone on to do mad things. Whereas now, as I think once De Bruyne retires, the path's normally like punditry business.
Oh, they make so much more money now, even 10 years.
Yeah, well,
10 years
Tommy
later.
Gravison, he's
management, But like,
he's a classic.
Some of the stories.
Went to Vegas.
Yeah, just
made a porn star.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
some of the stories.
He's a bar. He's a good.
Oh yeah, he's nailed on.
Went to Real Madrid. He signed the wrong player.
Yeah.
It's meant to be Lee Carsley. Got the wrong bald man.
That's
the rumour. They got the wrong bald man. Yeah. Okay. They wanted to hold the midfielder, and when they come in, and when they told Everton like who they're after, they went after Thomas Gravison. And then when they told them, really like the way he sit, and then they literally Everton went, he's like to themselves.
Yeah.
I think they wanted Carsley because he's not the one who sits in midfield.
Mitchell brothers running the midfield.
That's dead funny.
Yeah.
Lee Carsley denied being a Galactico just because Everton wanted a bit more.
Well, it wasn't Everton, it was Real Madrid. Just assumed it couldn't be Lee Carsley. They assumed it must be Thomas Gravison, because he's a bit more glamour and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, when they described what they liked about him and what they wanted from him, like the Everton board turned themselves was like, that's Lee Carsley they're on about.
Seeing Aryan the Zoo.
Oh yeah.
Become an Alkmaar detective was really cool.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
There's some others as well. Oh, even like in management, and also you're at an age now where I felt really old, even though I was like 18 when Gerrard retired, because it was like you feel like you've.
It's just your entire life. It's normal, isn't
But
it?
now they're living like George Elokobi managing Maidenhead and getting to the FA Cup round 5 or 4, and then Chimbonda managing Skelmersdale, and then getting sent off and then registering as a player to
Pascal,
stuff like that.
That's beautiful.
Amazing.
When Gerrard retired, that was my my realisation of I could never worship a footballer again.
Yeah.
Like, they're all going to be younger than me. Like,
yes,
they're all younger than me now. So, like, now it's...
I think my last...
that's
a very
last
good
footballer I can worship.
I noticed it with Kavicha on my shirt here. Because in lockdown, that was like... that was all that kept me sane, playing football manager, winning the Champions League with him, etc. But, like, even because he's younger than me, I would never refer to it. I was like, he's my son. He's
right,
but I don't. Yeah, like all Borough players now don't get like. There's a few I like and that, and then but like there's just that barrier you get when you get a bit older. Where it's like I'm never gonna think of you in that way.
Do you think that's changed your passion a bit? Like for example, when Liverpool won when we won the Champions League in 2019, were you obviously we had 2005 to compare it to, but were you like? Not as euphoric as if it would.
No, I wasn't. No, I was still. I was still as euphoric and stuff, but it wasn't.
I don't mean that on the point of greediness or being spoiled. I just mean like.
It's hard to explain in terms of cup wins and stuff because a lot of it, when you're there and away for it and like on the game, it's different. What I would say now is football doesn't impact me anymore the way it used to. It doesn't impact my life. So I'll sit. It's escapism, and I love it and I enjoy it. But once it's done, I'm not going out like the old joke of everyone wise run for your lives and stuff like that. People go, oh, it's roomy weekend. It doesn't.
Yeah. You're just looking at ugh.
Yeah, come 3 o'clock. If Liverpool played at 12:30 and lose the early kick off, come 3 o'clock, I'm over it.
Did you have that a little bit when Fowler left? Because he was your favourite player, or not so much?
Yes and no. It was the first time I'd had someone I didn't like at my club.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I hate Michael Owen. Didn't like Phil Thompson. Like the first time I'd ever not liked a Liverpool player, but it didn't change anything for me because I'm still passionate stuff. Like I say, Gerrard retired was the last was like, oh that's
gone.
Yeah,
that's gone now. Yeah, it's gone. And then like I say, it's now just an escapism, and now it's not like. Like you lose that sort of. It's when you're playing five-a-side, you can't be like.
I think for me it was like when you hit 25 and like the majority of the squad is now younger.
That's scary. It's horrible that when like players are born in 2000 and you're like,
I feel like
the worst for me was on Football Manager. And I was looking, I was going, oh, he's a bit past it him. And it was like 1999.
You know, those stories of like I was in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby with Rashford, and I'm now a plumber. It's like, oh yeah. It's like I went to Chicago the year the Cubs won the World Series.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
The year after, the opening day after. Oh, sorry, the year after. Sorry,
for the flag launch, is it called, or the banner?
Yeah, the pennant, raising of the pennant. And
do you ever feel pathetic? Do you like? Because I was thinking, I thought this about my life the other day. I thought I was pathetic.
But you think me going to Chicago to watch baseball?
No, when I was because just listen to it. I just watching you talk about it. I was just thinking.
I would love to go.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just thinking like.
When they lower the banner.
Like.
Let me tell you about a really fun holiday out in Europe.
You are you are all of my mates and family.
No, but like, but is that why you're feeling low? Because you feel like I should be better and further on than I am now?
What's that got to do with baseball?
It's just because I just had a thought there, and it just makes me really laugh thinking of you. Thinking you're pathetic. Thinking you're pathetic makes me think it's so funny.
You know, before we said things to tick off before you're 30. That would be something you tick off.
Yeah.
What?
Going to see your favourite baseball team.
Not my favourite.
Lift the bar. You're pathetic. You are pathetic. Yes.
Pure Alan autism.
That's the autism.
Full US. I'm with it now. Not even your favourite team. You're pathetic.
My party fact is I've been to 10% of baseball grounds in America.
10% of what?
Baseball grounds in America.
Is that
And
one?
Canada. I've been City Field, Wrigley Field, and Rogers.
I've been to one.
How many other then?
30.
Oh, well, why did I ask that? Fucking hell.
So, but
I've been to
anyway, sorry. The point I was trying to
3%.
make was I went the year after they'd waited, I think, 116 years to win the
Yeah.
World Series. Now the season they won, I thought, people are going to be, and then like people just on their phones and like it didn't feel like
While it was being lifted.
you've waited.
Yeah, no, but that's 3
then-
months after.
Yeah, but you've had 3 months of celebrating. Yeah.
True, but you'd still
You
think
turn the fucking
you
city
go
upside
back to
down.
the
You
first
start
game
again.
after. You think, there'll be a whole thing. And there was. They did a little ceremony, but
It's like when Liverpool won the league and they said we're going to do a bus tour after COVID, and then after COVID, I was like, it's past now.
well, then is the thrill of the chase more alluring than like when I turned 18 and I walked into a pub and went, "Can I have a pint?" And he went, "Yeah, there you go."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh." You've waited
I know
so
what you
long for
mean,
something that by the time it's happened,
I still get a little buzz about buying ale. About being old enough to buy ale.
He's
but
pathetic.
Simon, I would.
No,
You get a buzz about buying a pint. But the idea of going to a
saved.
sports game in a different country.
No,
that is like.
I
Wolves might
love.
never win a World Series again, and he's seen them lift the pendant.
I love.
But you get a buzz from Oliver Carlin is less
Yeah,
pathetic.
I think
4 cans of magic.
the fact that I could get saved.
It's cricket in pajamas, is what it is.
The fact that I could get saved still makes me a bit like, ooh.
Well, I worry about you though.
I don't worry about me, but,
No, but
I checked my bank balance before and I felt pathetic.
But I see you
As a 33-year-old man.
Yes.
And I looked at that and I looked at all these people
capitalism,
that
Sam.
are
I looked
rich
at
now.
one
I
of
went, that is pathetic.
It's Marxism time.
I watched one of your stories the other week, and I genuinely thought I should call him.
Which one?
There was one where you were just on your own with a glass of wine.
He's always on his own.
Yeah, so-
Always on his own.
and you were just going.
Yeah, I was hammered like.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
I remember one from just after.
And I generally looked at. I went, I should phone.
You
Sam.
see, I think that's pathetic that you thought that.
I was really
Because I
worried.
think that's sad if you think that.
Really.
Yeah. Like if you
Caring for
About
something.
Yeah.
him or you.
about him thinking that, I think that's pathetic.
So him to care for somebody
Yeah.
else.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't lose sleep over it, but I
Yeah.
did think
Well,
like.
it is a passing.
I said this to you about my ale and people commenting on my ale consumption.
No,
I think I
no,
can't
no.
even put it on
Winds
the
you up,
stories
yeah.
now.
No.
Because people are going, are you okay? I think,
No,
oh,
it
fuck off,
wasn't
you
a
weak
it
person.
It
You
wasn't.
weak individual trying to help someone. Pathetic.
We used to be a proper country.
To mention useless eater.
We used to let a man
Useless eater.
Madri-
who's a degenerate.
Madri
form.
Uberellas.
Useless fucker.
used to let
We
a
don't
man
see these
sit in
people
the corner of the
commenting
pub and throw up on himself, and you wouldn't say a fucking word.
You know, whenever on Facebook when they're talking about how fucking low they are.
Yeah.
I'm not reaching out to that.
No.
Fuck off then.
Well, you see some things on Facebook. Like, see some things.
A
on
therapist
Facebook, like,
might say you was.
You see, you just got like there's like someone going, oh, we had a really good like just some like older, put Facebook in like a pub argument. And you just God,
I think
just
it was.
end it.
I think it was. It was more. It was more the mood you were in.
Yeah.
Where I was a bit like, oh, I should probably just ask if he's all right.
Right.
And also, I know you're not the type of person to like.
Yeah, I'd give you if you'd
You just
have
told you to fuck off.
if you'd have come to me and said, "Are you okay?" I'd have
both
eviscerated you.
because I know you, and that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I think I've got a
Straight away, caught a fuck off, you soft
Yeah,
cunt.
yeah.
Exactly. I think I've got a good relationship with the pair of you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't message you and be like, I've had a really shit day today. This happened. You'd tell me to fuck off.
I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't.
There'd be some homosexual epithets.
If you reached out to me, then I'd be nice. But how dare you think you need to reach out to me?
I think what I would do is I would text you.
I reach out to Paul Smith and ask for thousands, and that's it.
And they'd be like, "But that's because you did it in the wrong environment." Yes. Where if you got me on my own in a pub, I'd stay there for as long as you want.
Change pennies to you, Paul.
Yeah,
that's all. We're down to 3.
That's all I reach out for now. I'll reach out to people who've got money.
There you go.
I ain't reaching out to somebody first to talk to me.
To the layman, like
10 grand.
Yeah, a lot of people get concerned with my stories, and I think they're pathetic.
Okay, then I won't bother. But I feel bad now.
Why?
Well, I remember like one of the first ones I saw, one that stuck in my head after I'd just met you. Like you were going, you were walking. Oh, it's Tuesday night in October. I'm in Stoke.
Oh yeah.
I love them.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
the ones where you do your patois, and they're great.
Patois.
But you've got to show the bleak side of the circuit.
Exactly.
Because otherwise people like you get into it and you don't realise what the reality is.
No, I realise. No. I'd like on the record. It's been a delayed fuse. I've witnessed and listened, and I've bottled all that in, and only now is it rising to the top.
What do you mean?
Just in terms
I'd
of
love
like,
to see you become a Wozniak doomer.
just in terms of like some of the monotony, the bullshit, the business.
It's hard,
side.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's just like when I was 13 and was watching like
Yeah.
people who I loved and being like it just.
The magic's gone.
It just crumbles.
Yeah, and then you realise all the people you're privately educated.
You got to have it. I don't know. Maybe it's my narcissism.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying.
I stay positive.
I'm not saying like people. Here is a.
But I think I'm incredible, so I get excited by my own genius. So like the idea of writing a new bit, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but no, that's
just so fucking fire.
Fire off
So
the pen.
fucking fire. And then I'm like, I'm an artist. I'm a tortured. All this bullshit is just part of the game. I'm like, I can forget all about it. It's like because I've got that bit.
Yeah.
I think even now I'm like, I've got a bit. It's coming.
I've had that feeling. Put a fucking 24-track album.
Can I
out.
use this?
I can.
Yeah.
Use the coast.
You'll get out what you said and go on. You say yours and then you say yours.
Okay,
Yeah, like a 24-track album, and I'm already thinking, well.
That's it now. Yeah.
Try. We'll try again. And there's more coming. It's better. And then, but yeah, should probably just promote the stuff that I've already done.
I think there's only, and I've never, much to my, just I'd love to have interacted with some.
Sometimes I sit and watch my clips and think, fucking unbelievable. Once the rest of the world catches on to this, one day Joe Rogan's going to find this and retweet it, and that's you gone.
Yeah,
like fucking people will be like, oh my God.
There's only so many arguments in comedy forums I can look at or withstand before I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like,
like
just I don't know. I thought just the politics of it were different. I understand it. A white man complaining about the community, is not. I maybe don't have the right to, or maybe shouldn't, or unjustified to comment on these things. However,
that's women.
The politics side of stuff, and just what like today, or just looking at like, if you are applying for my gig.
So gremlin.
You are not allowed to gig within the radius.
Yeah, fuck off.
If you've done the chortling owl, you are not welcome.
Yeah.
And it's always someone who can't spell.
Yeah.
I did it last month, and does that ban me from the gig?
And then they rim each other and that.
Yeah.
Like, you're okay, haha, tagging you. Fuck off, all of you.
Why you
fucking dickheads.
Because that's.
I just think I'm not doing that.
That's the bread and butter. That's your
That's
meals.
the grassroots.
That's your meals. That's your meals. That's getting you.
That's your fish and chips.
A paid weekend. I'd love to go fine dining. I'd love to I'd love to look at the bill and put it on the credit card.
Yeah, because you're too busy looking at the other shit. When there's ways
Meanwhile,
there's ways
I'm
into
Heron Foods.
There's ways into weekends though.
Scrimping about in the frozen section looking for turkey dippers that are one day past the sell-by date because some cunt in a village decided to put an open mic on.
And deemed you not good enough to close it.
Despite being nominated. And people,
I'm 17 years deep in Heron Foods.
It's people people who have been told.
It's been 25 years since I've seen a restaurant.
People.
I've been scrapping around.
For scrapping around for fucking pennies for 20.
I've been doing open spots in Bingley for 25.
When are we ever going to get out of a chain restaurant circuit?
Go on, Nate, go on, say what you say.
There's people who've been on forums who've been given advice on how to run gigs, and it all starts out very healthy, where people go, "Look, I wouldn't do this. I'd do this instead." I've read your advice, and I can assure you, I am right. The promoter and I have had a chat. He knows what he's doing. He's worked in the business before. What's he done before? Oh, he put on a Freshers' Rave in 2007 at the University of Hull. A comedy promoter does that you not make?
Here's the thing that I was thinking. You know, reject emails you get back when you don't get the gig. Like,
No.
I fucking hate them. Like, there's no point. I was speaking to Philip Simon.
I got one today.
So they email you back. They go, "Sorry, you've not got it," and you've gone, "I don't even remember replying." Don't send me.
I love it when someone goes, "Sorry, I can't reply to everyone." Fuck off. Just don't.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me. Just don't reply to me.
Yeah.
It's like Fitbirds. Like when Fitbirds, when it's like, just treat me like a cunt, otherwise I'll have a hope.
Yeah.
Because when
you want the bullet immediately.
When you reply to me saying sorry, it's gone now, I think the next email is going to be, you're guaranteed the next one now. Yeah. Like, just don't fucking leave me alone.
Don't even look at me.
Leave me alone. Spit on me and leave me alone.
Don't speak to me.
Some people think it's rude. It's like, no, it's not rude. It's actually it's self-care.
We all know the game.
Must be nice to get replies.
No, it's not. I hate them.
So that's what I'm saying. It's no.
Sorry, I failed this, but keep applying.
Because all you want to do is go buy you.
Keep going, you'll get the
Who have you deemed priority to me?
Are you at the point now where, like, when you read like comedians' biographies and journeys and stories, and they go,
not for 10 years, but yeah.
I've not been going for 10 years. I've not been going for 10
years. No, that's what I.
He's so close to being 10 years, but he's hanging on to the 10 year.
That's when I stopped reading.
I've just got over the 10 years now. July was my 10 years.
Also at 18, when I started at 18, you're kind of given
a couple of... So you feel like you're 4 years?
Yeah.
You're taking 4?
Yeah, you take COVID off too.
Yeah, you're close to 8 though.
I did my first... I did my first gig when I was 16.
Yeah, so
you're 12 deep.
So did I, but then
so did Kevin Bridges. So,
James is 12 deep.
And Daniel Sloss, they both gigged out at 16.
Yeah. Rare cases.
Nepo.
But what was I saying? What was I on about then? About...
just about the circuit and like...
Oh, no, at what point did it get for you where... This is another problem. It's like, so you see people like comedians will say like, oh yeah, and I was driving down to Plymouth with no money and doing 20 quid spots, and then they go, and then the next day I was.
Yeah, because
it's never the next day.
What's the bit? Tell me that bit, because that's what no one tells you. Tell me that bit.
What bit? What bit do you want to know?
Privately educated.
How did you get? How did someone approach you? Did you email? How did
it doesn't happen overnight.
But I want to.
It just feels like it does because you're suddenly in a different world.
That breakdown, not just going, oh, and I got signed. No, you fucking. What happened?
I think there's a lot of lying.
What happened?
It's artistic license to say I was struggling for 20, 30 quid. They're not.
Yeah.
They're doing better than they were.
But also,
it's also you forget because you're in a different world with different pressures. So suddenly the 20, 30 quid gig to you becomes £100 middle, and you think, "Fuck, when am I going to stop accepting them?" And then the next thing it becomes, "When am I going to stop leaving the house for 150?" And then the next thing it's like, if I'm not doubling, I'm not leaving. Like it's like when you start like it's all you forget about all of that. That 20, 30 quid thing is when you start going, I'm only doing them gigs, and then you stop doing the open spots, and then you're only doing them, and you're I'm only doing 100 quid gigs now. Well, and what you have to do is sit in the shite of my diaries looking shit. Still keep gigging locally for the big ones.
Yeah.
Keep gigging for the ones that are going to be. But for all the shit ones, you just go, no, because I'm better than you. And eventually you look at it and go, well, I still see James gigging, but I don't see him at them 20, 30 quid gigs, so he must be better than them. And then you just start, people just start seeing you.
He's just stopped trying.
but then people just start seeing you as differently. It's like, it's all about perception.
Well, that leads me on to my next question. Like, at what point can you cherry pick that? Because
what do you mean?
Because I assume going to 20 quid somewhere in
Inverness,
or Penzance, you'd say, well, It's not really.
It's Laugh Ness with James Allen.
Laugh Ness comedy.
Laugh Ness.
Has anyone ever seen the fee for this gig? We've heard there's one, but no one's ever seen it.
There was a rumoured fella in 1940.
I can't make out the signature, but
Rumour has it stayed, got paid a ton one time.
Live at Laugh Ness.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That a little Loch Ness monster with a
chalk.
With money in his eyes.
laughing.
Dollar signs.
yeah. But yeah, at what point can you? Because to some you'd be deemed ungrateful to like laugh them away or sniff them away. But then at the same time, you've got
plenty £100 away.
You have got to.
You've got to be willing to give up.
Well, I had this conversation.
You've got to be willing to watch
your.
your diary dry up and go, I am not good enough to be a comedian.
At what point?
And are you scared of that? Because if you are, it's no good. You can't be scared of going, I can't work.
No, but I'd say at what point?
Don't be scared.
At what point can you
look at your diary and it's empty and go, it's over. And go, it's done. And then you put your tie on and go out to work and you get swilled by your boss and you go, this is it now.
And then you go straight. You go straight to the toaster.
Yeah.
You run yourself an ice hot bath and you get in it.
Yeah.
No, there's 3 months of like you do well at work. And James is really nailing down. Like look at some middle management type, but the next thing James is
just
dead.
one Instagram clip.
Yeah, James killed himself.
Someone's shit doing well.
Yeah.
But I do think it's yeah.
Don't be scared to not be a comedian. That's my advice.
That's not.
Don't be scared to give this up.
For me, it's just a case of like,
You giving me advice? You are.
What? I'm not. That's true. Someone look at you and go, don't be scared to not be able to do
You
this.
are right. Yeah, you are right.
It's not. I would say don't be scared. It's not that you don't be scared not be a comedian. It's just don't be scared that you're not like look at your progress. Look where you're going to
exactly.
next.
Yeah, exactly. And much of a disappointment.
You've got to map it out a bit. You got to have an idea. You got to map it out. You got to be like, right, if I hit this or if I do that or if I keep playing that, and then eventually when that comes, you're like, oh, actually.
Much to the disappointment of listeners, I'm not quitting.
But that's how we retire though. The phone stops ringing because it's so easy
Well,
to
the phone's never rang. We've always
That's what I mean.
emailed,
So
but-
the messages stop coming in. You go, I'm
for
retired.
years, I was so honed in on like it's got to be stand up. It's got to be stand up. It's got to be stand up. And all the people
And now it's remembering 2006 footballers.
There you go.
from Stoke.
All for 16 quid a month. And all the people I enjoyed watching and all my influences were predominantly all character and like sketch people.
Yeah,
So
well, you
it's like,
started doing characters.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh well, why not do that then? If you because like you can't
Well, do it then.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just saying.
Well, stop whinging.
I'm not whinging. I'm just telling you my story.
He's doing it. He's doing the
So I'm
characters.
just saying that like other aspects that I didn't know were readily available or did know but was maybe scared to do and now kind of like, oh, you can do this as well. Like it doesn't just have to be one like straight path, which for the
But then you can take them things and take them back to where you might have seen yourself as having failed before.
Exactly. Yeah. So there you go.
Don't be scared to not be a comedian.
This sounds so ominous.
That's a good bit of advice. That.
Yeah. I feel like that's advice. It's advice you've repeated twice without blinking whilst telling me, Simon. And I'm sure there's
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
I'm sure there's a lot of comedians in Northwest group chats that would agree.
How many characters you got in your bag? Do you think you
4?
We've only said Pike and
Yeah. He's done character work. I've seen his
Mate, I'm deep.
I'm
I'm deep in this shit.
sketch.
That's why I'm not scared anymore.
I don't believe in it.
I'll lose it.
He fucking emailed Endemol.
I've emailed everyone, mate.
You waited in the foyer.
You wait,
With a
Endemol.
script.
No, Fremantle.
Fremantle, sorry.
Simon Cowell's people.
With a script.
Where's
He was. He was in the foyer with a
Where's Simon Cowell? I'm not doing this TV shit they're doing in there.
I've got to get Laugh Nest tonight.
audition. Slatan
I've
does an
got taking
audition.
the chopper up to Laugh Nest for a £5.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, God.
Comedy, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm being too serious.
I think if you keep going, though, it'll catch. It's not my
But
mum.
map it out though. Like map out what.
Right. Oh, I really feel like you've misunderstood what.
Yeah, no, but
Crisis intervention. I'm just telling you, like.
serves you right for saying that you're going to reach out to me on Instagram. Pussy.
But I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't, and good job you
Down
didn't.
that Malbec and went to bed. Dealt with it in the morning.
Mop the blood up in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the conversation.
Deal with the social worker tomorrow.
I remember there was a comedian who I won't name who said to me once, like, I didn't want to, in 5 years' time, I didn't want to be doing stand-up. I then didn't want to stop doing it and go to work and be like, oh, I used to do that, you know. And I think that's the fear for a lot of
That's
people.
not like you.
Yeah.
I think that's the fear for a lot of comics, is that like if they're struggling, is like, well, like the Frank Skinner said it as well, as like the funny guy in the pub where like I don't want to be him.
Yeah.
Oh, mine was.
So that could've been-
What's stopping you quitting comedy? When my dad dies, I'll quit then.
There you go. Or in my case, comes back.
You don't tell someone you failed then.
Oh, right.
Yeah, what makes you going? My dad's still alive. I can't bear the idea of going.
But then you hear
40, I
stuff
might need to become a spark, you know.
But it's mental. There's so many.
You're right about that trade. Whoops.
Oops.
Stood at his grave.
Spanner in hand.
Yeah.
Well,
There's so many comics who like.
Shagging it.
He was like, was it John Kearns? He was just doing straight stand up for a bit and then evolved it into his character
you're
now.
too much of a comedy nerd as well.
Milo,
Josh.
that's how
Just
Milo
fucking-
started.
Yeah, like there's.
And
loads
then he
of
was
people
doing the
who did-
Portuguese one, and then he was like, I don't even like this. I just had
Nick
success
Doody,
with
wasn't it, who
and
said to Milo
I mean, look at when Gad stuff
Yeah,
like came back on Chortle and he was just Richard Gad. It was just him doing stand up, and now he did.
Yeah, but it was shite.
He was shit, yeah. That's his entire thing.
He was
Yeah, but
shy.
that's what I mean. Is like it's mad. Like the
he was
evolve.
lucky he got raped.
He was.
Fucking hell. Okay, now.
I don't know. I think the rape was the start of it, and
Yeah.
then the stalking that
I know
added.
we started on suicide, so
But it was mad. It's
No,
mad.
Didn't he start on rape and then the rape?
I'm sure it was suicide first. Then suicide, then progressed to rape.
Right. Okay.
You know, I should have said I was busy. There was, but it's mad seeing the evolvement of, like, they did this
The
for one
evolution.
thing and then it didn't work.
Yeah, but that's because he mapped out where he wants to go.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
So
doing
he
at the
did,
minute.
he did Edinburgh 4 times.
Yeah. So there you go. I could do 2 weeks at a free fringe venue for no for fucking.
Yeah, but then you were seeing the Ghost of Christmas Future, weren't you, sometimes? Not naming any names.
What do you mean?
But you know, when we were down there, you're saying, like, well, you could be that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be that.
Yeah.
That's the worry for me.
What
Is
was
like,
Yeah.
that without names?
is like in 20 years' time, like
You-
just being comfortable in a job and you're like, oh, I used to frequent the boards. You know, I used to tell
We
you.
should tread the boards. Yeah, just be like in and out, like
Yeah.
teaching.
I don't think if I gave it
wouldn't
up,
tell
I'd ever
anyone.
say.
Yeah.
I'd delete everything, and I was always.
I think that's the only way you've got to do it, isn't it? Really, it's
You
just.
can't delete everything though.
My problem is I've gone too far. People recognise me now, and that's it. Though. I recognise in Tesco today. You can't be like, you that fella? Like, nah.
I still think you could go back into a normal life.
Oh yeah. But I just have to lie. When
Some-
someone said it was you that, no, I've always been a driver instructor.
A couple of years, you'd be,
Yeah, forgotten.
yeah.
I remember after a gig once, someone went, "You guys," another comic, went, "You guys were great. I've got to get your social media." And the one person gave out theirs, and I went, and then he just turned and walked away. So
Yeah, but
there
that's
you go.
just
There you
panicking.
go.
You just got to fucking.
James Allen 27,
Yeah, get your
all
cock,
platforms.
get your cock out. That's what you got to do.
Elbows out.
Get your cock out.
not
Yeah, but at the
figuratively.
same time, that fella's not going to sit there and wait for all.
Exactly.
And that shit
But
is
also, I love writing. I've done loads of like writing jobs and
That's good.
films.
Tony Wright, he gave up.
Yeah, but he become a wrestler.
Yeah, that's even more.
That's gone-
ignominious.
That's gone from one level of patheticism to another.
I will. How dare you? How dare you? One of my very good mates.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's a lovely
I don't
fella.
think Tony, and I think Tony was murdered. I don't think it was a suicide.
I think if he had anything about him, he'd have turned that around.
Yeah.
He
But
let-
at least he turned up to my wedding.
He let one. Well,
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he get a day invite or night invite?
I think the suits fucked him off. I think it became too much.
If they got a day invite, they've been there.
Really?
Of course.
But it was the fact they gave you a night one. You went.
Don't
"No."
turn up to night invites.
Okay. Response would have been nice.
As we just discussed, some of us prefer to get the Hollywood no.
How was the wedding? Best day of your life?
This hasn't been.
No, the wedding.
You've practically. We've spent an hour. You've told me.
No, but you enjoy this.
No.
This is your shtick.
No, you want me to? No, it isn't.
It is.
Because I'm going to go home now and have an hour-long chat with my wife and go, "What the fuck have I been doing for the past 10 years?"
And she'll go, "Not now, James."
You've said.
She'll go, haven't you got a
Can I honestly answer that?
Yeah.
The last 10 years, you've been set up a base now to go and progress.
Yeah.
You've now got all the skills, all the experience, and all the know-how of the industry to go and push on and do
Exactly.
something.
Like,
There you go. The angel, the devil.
Right, for instance.
You think I'm the devil, but I'm the angel.
How old's Paul Smith? How old is he?
40
he's
odd.
40. What was his wedding 4 years ago? 44, 45?
Right, he wasn't famous 15 years ago.
Was that stag 5 years ago?
There you go.
But
Is that stag? I thought he was 40 on a stag.
Yeah, he was.
Is that 5 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago now, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Pre-pandemic, wasn't it?
Wow.
you
5 years ago, that stag.
It's pre-pandemic, yeah.
and I didn't reach out to you then, and I saw a video of you then. That was, wow. I couldn't see what colour your pupils were.
4 or 5 years ago, he wasn't getting weekends at hot water, and then it changed his life by taking on Paul Smith's stag.
There you go. What was it? But no, we've had a chat about my life. You've said I want to see you go lower, and I think and then you were like,
Yeah, that's Wozniak brutal coach.
Yeah, but like I say,
it's sort of like an Andrew.
Some
Tate
coaches
test.
break you down. Like the military breaks you down to build you up in their vision.
Yeah, if I was in the military, you'd like week 1, you'd ringing the bell, you're going home. You know when they get them to ring the bell, and they're like, and they're like, please, no, I can.
Yeah,
And you're there going, ring that fucking bell, or I'll punch you in the face.
Disagree.
it's just a different coaching method. It's fine.
Part of me does enjoy it because it's very rare I get to like the mask slipped here a little bit.
You know you can come in it. You know you can.
Who people are going to find out James Allen's action? Oh no! Fuck off!
You can come in.
Your life doesn't tiptoe around you.
Oh, good.
I bet even your missus is soft with you.
No, she's very stern.
Yeah, but
in a great way.
stern and honest, or stern as in stern. Oh, fucking shut up.
No, stern and honest. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
My missus is like that with me, and that's
Yeah, I complained about a gig and she went, "Why the fuck are you doing it then?" And I went, "Oh yeah, I didn't need to hear that. I won't do it anymore." But yeah, I don't know. I feel I do like coming on here because it does. I do like having and you give a little cheeky smile. It's all a bit and you know it's an unfiltered.
No, but it's the energy that I like to match with you, and I know that you can be overawed by if it has to be too much. You need to sit and you will flourish in a quiet, still environment.
Green rooms. Thrive in them. Have you done this?
Need to let you breathe. You like a good red.
A delicate flower that needs a lot. Needs careful watering.
Like a 1997 Burgundy. Gotta let me breathe. I've been taken out the cellar.
Yeah.
Just give him 40 minutes. He'll be fine. He's a
Best
laugh.
way.
You've brought him to the bar. He's a laugh. Just give him time. He is a laugh.
Yeah. Have you ever thought how you do that on stage?
Yeah, by stopping the. I think.
Yeah, but like just come on stage and just be honest, be upfront, be like.
Do you know what? That's such a good point.
Let's like. Have you seen John Lynn?
No.
John Lynn comes on stage and goes,
Lynn.
let's all calm down a bit now. let's calm down a bit now.
John Lynn's one. I remember seeing him with Jamie when he was he came back from he was back from Australia the same night, and like he couldn't remember. Yeah. He kept trying to do crowd work with someone and kept forgetting her name. Zoe, so I heard you went on a skydive, Zoe. So Chloe. Brilliant.
Was he on the aisle?
Oh yeah.
No, but you know what I mean. There's a way of
there's some
introducing the audience to your
yes.
Your
without going.
You could literally go on stage. You're like, let's just let this breathe now. Let this minnow breathe. We'll all enjoy a nice glass soon.
Yeah, nice sip of Alan. There you go. Rise
the title of your show.
No one's spitting
a
out.
Nice sip of Alan.
This one out. We're not spitting this one out. Swirl it, of course, but swallow.
Can't wait for that to down its arse. At the get-go, James hated me.
Found me arrogant of anything.
Yeah, because you can't like. I always thought that with like, this happened to me the other day, and that's a fine suspension of disbelief because it probably didn't. But it's I've heard comics say like, this never happened to me before, but I'm just telling it anyway, and I'm like,
What, lie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm a bit like,
fuck this game, bro.
but if it's like a proper anecdote that's like, when someone
That's
goes,
meta though, isn't it? So that's why I do. You know,
I mean,
Breaking down the fourth wall.
it's just a bit like,
I'm here to challenge boundaries, man.
I like
With
a
my
bit
cum
of-
jokes. I love when comics.
I like to imagine you.
I love when comics talk about themselves in that way, like fucking groundbreaking.
Putting them down.
Oh, mate, we're challenging things. You're talking about cum. On
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
I'm not challenging anything. I'm speaking the unspoken.
Well, that's another thing as well. That's another.
Saying out loud the unspoken. The things that you feel that you'd never let yourself say.
That's another worry for comics, isn't it? Is about like, what message am I delivering? And I don't have that.
I don't think it's a message. It's who am I?
Stop the boat.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, but it's not so much a message. It's more like
Stop the mic.
At the end of the 20, what am I trying to say? Send him back. Good night.
When I work,
Yes, on you, love. Yes, you.
That one over there.
She looks like a lesbian. Are you a lesbian?
one of my
have you ever seen that video of the girl? And she goes, "I'm so angry." He's like, "Why?" Like, man come in the bar and he went, "You look like a they them." She went, "I am a they them."
Where's that?
Some woman, like some barista. And you can
Oh.
tell this fella comes to the bar just dead confident going, "Oh, you look like one of them they thems." I'll have a pint, please, they or something. And she's fuming because he's like, he's done nothing wrong, but he presumes.
I'll have a pint, please, they. Proper granddad. Oh, dickhead. Yeah.
They want to get themselves the
Fucking dickhead.
pump.
one of my very first jobs in a car park.
You had a job in it. How did you have a job in a car park?
I know.
Fucking meter.
Yeah, not because he looked because you were the same height as me. And when
A terrible confusion when you brought your mitre ball along with you.
one of the people that worked there, whenever like the people would leave, he'd go, "Thanks for coming, and remember, don't forget to vote leave. All the best."
See, he got a message. He got
Hustler.
a purpose.
Fucking Brexit.
He knows who he is.
I do like my dad turned into a proper fucking Brexit.
Did he?
Mong, yeah. Like the
My dad's got politically nothing.
no, but he went from like IRA to dead into Brexit, which makes no sense. And then
Well, no, it does sort of make
He's
sense.
getting old, though, isn't he?
Passion.
no, but
Passion
He
involved.
just wants everyone to keep themselves to the fucking
But
selves.
it was like proper like retared energy of like, right, I've got no one else to talk about this all day. I'm now in the pub with you. You're gonna listen to me talk about tariffs on fishing. Fuck off.
Yeah. Do you think there's an emphasis now of like you've got to kind of not like saying the unsayable kind of stuff?
No.
Shock value's gone. You can't
yeah.
do shock value anymore.
No.
It's like died with like Marilyn Manson. That didn't it? Like because then you're just doing equally more ridiculous.
Like
things.
Ozzy Osbourne, bit of bat. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what can you do that's more?
Yeah, that's a
what do
good
you mean, like
point.
saying the unsayable?
Well, you know, like kind of doubling down on like things that people would deem to be.
Just go. That was me set. Vote leave. That'd
Yeah.
be great. That'd be
I
great.
remember.
Vote leave. Just in 2024.
No, I've been a
No
lay
to
then.
a second referendum.
Because he was the guy who, he was on. I suppose it's not bad in a way because you can still gig. Like if you've got things like that or beliefs like that, you can still.
I think that the thing is, when that goes to us, when it stops being a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when it's just
when it's
telling
intense.
you.
Yeah, so like-
No, it's not
Leo Kearse, I haven't seen gig in ages. That lad who done the Brexit thing,
Oh,
Alistair Williams, and then
yeah.
when he got attacked, rather than just letting it die down, he then went and did like the Brexit party that became more right wing online. Like he lent into it, sort of thing, rather than whereas we just if it's your thing. So for me, like, you look at that Francis Forster and what's the other cunt's name?
Oh,
Constantine. I look at them and go, that you are right wing or not even right wing. You're politics first, comedy second. One of them doesn't even do comedy anymore. Whereas
it's a vehicle to just be famous, isn't it? That's what it is.
But what I mean is, I look at them and just look at them as political commentators, rather than comics, and he might do comedy as well. Whereas I think if you're a comic first, doesn't matter what you say, sort of thing, or what you'd like.
Yes.
I mean, you look at the Schultz and the thing the reason he got told off for having to go black women and the two lads from the UK sort of sat there and nodded and then apologised, and he laughed at their apology, and then everyone wanted to come for laughing at the apology, and then it's like, oh, it's all forgotten again now. It's just, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're a comic first, that's just, you have a license to do what you want, sort of thing.
Do you imagine like an Edinburgh show where at the 40-minute mark, instead of like a heartfelt bit of like, and that's when I was like the diagnosis was terminal, or like, you know, that's when I realised I was a member of the far right. And the last 20 minutes is just you hammering home policies.
That'd be so funny.
And that's when I realised they shouldn't have rights after all.
We are not all human. We see Russell Brand's big switch.
Oh, like, baptising people in the
but not even just the baptising. He's like now sending out tweets where he's like, well, I think in Genesis,
it's great.
The thing was the first abortion, and we shouldn't. That was God telling us we shouldn't have abortions. Like, you were so left wing. You were like, you're definitely pro-abortion, and every one of your stand-ups.
My prairie wary.
There's it's always like, especially like as growing. Is he pretending to be Catholic, or is he what's he?
I don't know what he's
probably
I
usually
don't know what
do.
denomination he's calling himself.
They usually do, because it's like there's nothing more jarring than like having grown up with deeply Irish Catholic.
If he's baptised people now, he's probably Baptist, isn't he?
Right. Oh yeah. Well, whatever. But like
that Baptist one's very.
But they're the weirdest. The new converts to Catholicism are so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you've grown up with Catholicism, all you have is guilt. You just have pure guilt about anything.
Roman Catholic, say Catholics are just
that's
guilty,
it. But like, and you generally sort of sound to people, and you don't, you know.
Yeah.
That's basically it. But whereas like the new ones are like, oh, and actually no, in Philippians, this is where.
Well, the new one's been given a rule book, haven't he? It's like you can now follow this, and then and then you're fine now. Yeah. All the other stuff's forgotten. It's like when people get. That's when people get like given bipolar. And I'm sorry, I was a cunt having bipolar. And they're like, but like, or not even sorry, I was a cunt. It's like, I was a cunt. I'm bipolar. That's why. I was like, yeah, well, a sorry would still be not that sort of thing. Like, I've got this now, so I can carry on.
I don't know why people don't like when you're doing the official like apology stuff. Just go, right. Unless obviously it's like deep weird sex stuff, probably not acceptable. But like they go like, just go, I was a bit of a cunt. Well,
it depends what it was. Like, that's Ellen DeGeneres' new special, isn't it? The audience weren't such cunts. It would have been well received.
What happened there? Didn't they all
they were far too eager to woo and clap everything she did.
That's American.
So when
general, though, isn't it?
but it was like it was almost performative, a bit like you've been wronged because you're a woman, sort of thing. So anytime she made an interesting point or was honest about what had gone on, or herself would have been like, I did turn into a cunt, but you sort of need to be a cunt to get to my level of success. Like, it was just before she'd even said the second point, they'd woo the first point so much that you'd lost any sort of impact in what she was saying. And then it just felt like so like
wooing's killing comedy, man.
Yeah, it just felt so sort of congratulatory. It's like that would have been a great special if they'd have just listened, laughed and clapped when needed to, rather than being like ultra support. Like we're better than the ones that cancelled you. We get where you're coming from, and it's okay to be a person. And like
at that level of fame, though, it's like the parasocialism is fucking not as in you're like just the parasocial fucking. Because they're that famous, like the weirdos that they get are just amplified by.
Do you follow that Friday Beers? They're really good.
Really.
And they did a sketch about like every Netflix special. And it's like sort of black and white intro where they like walk into the venue and like, how did I get here? And it's like a flashback to their life. And he walks on stage and goes, I guess it's time to come in my pants. And like, what's your name? And he goes, my name's Kyle. Kyle, you should kill yourself. He walks off stage and goes, comedy. It's like such a profound insight to like, You can pretty much just do that
Yeah.
and get away with it.
But it is. It's like the same as Dane Cook. Have you seen Dane Cook? So funny. He's like, because obviously the internet has a go at him for his wife now, because she's like 23 and he's 50 odd.
DiCaprio's got a 19-year-old now, hasn't he? Again.
There's a great
point, and he does a joke where he goes, "Oh, there's a 30-odd year gap between me and my wife, but the internet doesn't like that," and everyone starts laughing like, "Oh, what are they like?" And he's like, "Yeah, oh, they see the problem with the age gap," and then you just see loads of people need to go, it's because you met her when she was 14.
Oh, right.
That's what the problem is. It's not the age gap. It's the fact that you've known her for 7 years before you started shagging her. And did you really start shagging her when she was 19 or not?
Oh, Jesus.
Is that what Dane Cook situation at the minute?
Yeah, he's known her since she was 15.
Who's the other one? The one long Crystalia.
Yeah,
He seems to have bounced back from his case.
He's been, like you said about CK, back again.
Oh, is he back again now?
Yeah, it's back. I don't know if he's been cancelled again, but there's been a lot of pushback again.
He got painted out of a movie I watched.
Did he?
The Zack Snyder Army of the Dead.
Oh, fuck.
Zombie, and they sort of put, I think it was, they put Tig Notaro in. He was great. I love Tig Notaro.
Yeah.
But like, you can clearly see where they've like,
Just the hard cut.
yeah, clearly see where they've gone. We can't do anything here. It's just done double. But then, yeah,
Yeah, but yeah. I forgot what
comedy. Yeah,
Comedy.
but no, I appreciate the pep talk.
Just a bit of content in it.
It's all life is. It's all life is in the 20th.
I love that. Can't wait till after we wrap up and I go, cheers, Simon. You go.
I just want to ask you more about your job.
Well, it's an hour 24 now.
Should we
How long
call
do you
it?
normally record for?
Well,
now?
the new rules an hour, and we haven't stuck to it once yet, but we're
Okay.
going to call it now.
You got 5 minutes. Let's.
No. No.
It used to be an hour 37, but it was a bit too much.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean,
Culture Authority. Bye.
she's the cunt who just like gives us.
Oh, people can what?
So what are your many podcasts?
Whoa.
Yeah, so culture at the Cultures Pod with me and James.
Yeah.
With football and shit, and the band Vulture Authority.
Is there a band?
That's a band, but yeah.
Who else is in it?
John Alton.
John Alton.
Steve.
What's he doing with his life?
He just fucking gets on. Yeah. Sends me football. He plays Football Manager all day. Sends me the result.
Some 30-year-olds are killing it, aren't they? And then like
You could be that. You could be as. You know what I mean?
What?
You had more success than that, surely.
Then what? Playing
Whatever the shite he's doing.
Oh, then Fionn.
Yeah.
Your man was in Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Well, I was in Rolling Stone magazine.
So,
Yeah.
Have you been in Rolling Laugh magazine?
I probably was in Rolling Stone. To be honest.
hey.
I did a gig for the Rotary Club in 2017. Thank you very much.
I'll be in
Did ya?
Rolling Stone tomorrow.
Paid though.
It was, I don't know if I told the story before very
Laugh
quickly,
nest.
but it was the one where an old lady came up to me afterwards and went, "That was the worst thing I've ever seen."
Really?
I've ended
112.
I've ended a talk on surviving World War II.
Ugh.
So there you go.
Yeah.
At James Allen 27. Yeah.
Follow him to see where the career goes. It's exciting times for Jim Allen at the moment. Very exciting.
He's in this Sam Cooke era.
But not for the reason why you.
No, it is for the reason. It's cooking.
I was born
cooking in the kitchen with Alan.
river,
It's cooking.
The joy of cooking James Allen.
Just like
Big man things
river.
coming soon.
I've been running
5 years' time.
Yeah.
Could be a
ever
Sainsbury's.
since.
5 years
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You're in the whale there.
It's been a long,
But yeah.
a long time coming.
When does this come out?
But I know.
Hopefully.
Don't know.
2 weeks.
Probably like
gonna
2
come.
weeks.
Two.
If you're in Chorley
Change gonna come.
on the 7th of November.
Have you seen it? Have you seen my back?
If
Go on.
you're in I'm
The number plate.
Who's
Go on,
for?
go on.
Who's for?
supporting George Lewis again.
Oh, nice.
Oh, lovely.
Good little number, that.
So yeah, look out for that.
There you
Good.
go.
See, told you, big man
That's what you
thing's
want.
coming. He's with George Lewis,
That's
half a
mapping-
milli.
You're mapping things
Do
out.
you mean Genus here? Coin.
Thank
Is
you.
that it for the pound? What was it, for the coin or something? What was that video he did?
Man's been
What,
out here. Man's been out here in a coin.
having a pint of
Been a long
Beaver Town.
So
See ya.
sign up to the
Ultras
Patreon.
Pod.
Pint to Beaver Town.